In today's digital age, mobile phones have become an inseparable part of daily life, but their use before bedtime can have serious consequences for sleep. The primary culprit is the blue light emitted by screens, which tricks the brain into believing it's still daytime. This artificial light suppresses the production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep-wake cycles. When melatonin levels are disrupted, the body struggles to transition into restful sleep, leading to difficulty falling asleep, known as sleep latency. Beyond melatonin suppression, prolonged screen time before bed also interferes with the body's natural circadian rhythm, the internal clock that dictates when we feel awake and when we feel tired. Exposure to blue light in the evening can delay this rhythm, making it harder to wake up refreshed in the morning. Studies show that even short periods of screen use, such as scrolling through social media or watching videos, can have measurable effects on sleep quality. The consequences of sleep disruption extend beyond a single restless night. Over time, repeated interference with melatonin production and circadian rhythms can contribute to chronic sleep deprivation, which is linked to a host of health issues. Recognizing these risks is the first step toward making healthier choices, such as reducing screen time before bed or using blue light filters to minimize exposure. By understanding the science behind sleep disruption, individuals can take proactive steps to protect their rest and overall well-being. Poor sleep quality is one of the most immediate and noticeable consequences of using mobile phones before bed. The blue light emitted by screens interferes with the body's natural production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep-wake cycles. When melatonin levels are suppressed, falling asleep becomes more difficult, a phenomenon known as increased sleep latency. Even after managing to fall asleep, individuals often experience fragmented sleep, waking up frequently throughout the night and struggling to return to deep, restorative sleep stages like slow wave and REM sleep. These disruptions leave people feeling unrested, even after what should have been sufficient hours of sleep. The effects of poor sleep quality extend beyond mere tiredness. Reduced deep sleep stages impair the body's ability to repair tissues, consolidate memories, and regulate emotions. Over time, this can lead to chronic fatigue, irritability, and difficulty concentrating during the day. Studies have shown that exposure to screens before bed can reduce total sleep time by up to an hour and significantly diminish sleep efficiency. The percentage of time spent actually asleep while in bed. This creates a vicious cycle where sleep deprivation leads to increased reliance on phones for entertainment or distraction, further worsening sleep quality. Experts universally recommend establishing a screen-free buffer period of at least 1 hour before bedtime to counteract these effects. Dimming screens, enabling blue light filters, or switching to analog activities like reading a physical book can help the brain transition into sleep mode more smoothly. Creating a consistent bedtime routine that excludes digital devices allows the body to follow its natural circadian rhythm, promoting deeper, more restorative sleep. By prioritizing sleep hygiene and minimizing pre-bedtime screen exposure, individuals can significantly improve their overall sleep quality and wake up feeling more refreshed and alert. The effects of chronic sleep disruption caused by late-night phone use extend beyond mere tiredness. They can profoundly impact mental health. When the blue light from screens suppresses melatonin production, it not only delays sleep, but also disrupts the body's natural stress response. Elevated levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, can linger into the next day, leaving individuals feeling irritable and overwhelmed. Over time, this cycle can contribute to heightened anxiety, as the brain struggles to regulate emotions effectively. Research has shown that poor sleep quality is strongly linked to increased symptoms of depression, as the mind lacks the restorative deep sleep necessary for emotional processing and resilience. Cognitive function also suffers under the weight of sleep deprivation. Memory retention weakens, making it harder to learn or recall information. Decision-making becomes sluggish, and the ability to focus deteriorates, which can affect performance at work or school. The brain's prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational thought and impulse control, is particularly vulnerable to sleep loss, leading to mood swings and difficulty managing daily stressors. Without adequate rest, even minor challenges can feel insurmountable, fostering a sense of helplessness or hopelessness. To combat these mental health risks, experts recommend establishing a digital curfew, setting a strict cutoff time for screen use at least 1 hour before bed. This allows melatonin levels to rise naturally, promoting faster sleep onset and better sleep quality. Alternatives like reading a physical book, practicing mindfulness, or engaging in light stretching can help the mind unwind. Over time, these habits create a healthier sleep-wake cycle, stabilizing mood and sharpening cognitive function. Prioritizing sleep isn't just about physical health, it's a vital step in safeguarding mental well-being. Prolonged exposure to the blue light emitted by mobile phone screens can have significant consequences for physical health. One of the most immediate effects is eye strain, often accompanied by discomfort, dryness, and headaches. This occurs because the high-energy blue light forces the eyes to work harder to focus, leading to fatigue. Over time, this strain can contribute to more serious conditions, such as digital eye strain syndrome, which may require medical intervention. Additionally, the disruption of melatonin production not only affects sleep but can also weaken the immune system, making the body more susceptible to illnesses. Beyond eye-related issues, poor sleep quality resulting from late-night phone use has been linked to long-term health risks. Studies show that insufficient or fragmented sleep can disrupt metabolic processes, increasing the likelihood of weight gain and obesity. This is due to imbalances in hunger, regulating hormones like ghrelin and leptin, which can lead to overeating. Furthermore, chronic sleep deprivation is associated with elevated blood pressure and higher levels of inflammation, both of which are risk factors for cardiovascular diseases such as hypertension and heart disease. Addressing these risks requires proactive measures. Fortunately, there are effective strategies to mitigate these health risks. Using blue light filters or apps that adjust screen warmth in the evening can reduce eye strain and melatonin suppression. Opting for glasses with blue light blocking coatings may also help. Regular eye exams are essential to monitor and address any vision-related issues early. For overall health, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule and avoiding screens at least an hour before bed can significantly improve sleep quality. Small adjustments, like charging the phone outside the bedroom, can further support healthier habits and reduce the physical toll of late-night screen time. The glow of a smartphone screen before bedtime doesn't just steal hours of sleep. It also sabotages the next day's productivity. When blue light suppresses melatonin, the brain struggles to transition into deep, restorative sleep cycles. As a result, individuals wake up feeling groggy and unfocused, with their cognitive performance taking a noticeable hit. Attention span shortens, making it harder to concentrate on tasks for extended periods. Memory retention suffers, as the brain's ability to consolidate information overnight is compromised. Even simple decisions feel overwhelming, as sleep deprivation hampers problem-solving skills and critical thinking. Studies show that employees and students who use their phones before bed often report lower efficiency the following day. Multitasking becomes more challenging, and errors increase due to mental fatigue. The brain's prefrontal cortex, responsible for executive functions like planning and self-control, is particularly affected. Without adequate sleep, motivation dwindles and procrastination creeps in. This creates a vicious cycle. Poor sleep leads to unfinished work, which fuels stress and further disrupts sleep. Breaking this cycle requires intentional habits. Setting strict phone usage limits, such as no screens 60 minutes before bedtime, can significantly improve sleep quality. Alternatives like reading a book or listening to calming music help the brain unwind. Additionally, enabling Do Not Disturb mode reduces the temptation to check notifications. Over time, these small changes lead to sharper focus, better memory, and heightened productivity during waking hours. Prioritizing sleep isn't just about rest. It's about unlocking peak performance every day. Children are especially susceptible to the negative effects of using mobile phones before bedtime due to their developing brains and bodies. The blue light from screens can disrupt their natural sleep-wake cycles, making it harder for them to fall asleep and stay asleep. This disruption can lead to insufficient or poor quality sleep, which is critical for their growth, learning, and emotional regulation. Parents play a crucial role in mitigating these risks by setting clear boundaries around screen time, particularly in the hour leading up to bedtime. Removing phones and other devices from the bedroom can help create a distraction-free environment conducive to restful sleep. Establishing consistent bedtime routines is another effective strategy to counteract the impact of screen time. Activities like reading a physical book, taking a warm bath, or practicing gentle stretches can signal to a child's body that it's time to wind down. These routines not only replace screen time, but also provide a sense of security and predictability, which can improve sleep quality. Parents should actively model these behaviors, as children are more likely to adopt healthy habits when they see adults practicing them. Open conversations about the importance of sleep and the reasons behind screen time rules can also foster cooperation and understanding. Beyond sleep, excessive screen use before bed can affect a child's cognitive and emotional development. Poor sleep has been linked to difficulties with attention, memory, and problem-solving in school, as well as increased irritability and mood swings. Parents should monitor their child's screen habits and be mindful of content that may be overstimulating or stressful, such as violent games or social media. Tools like parental controls can help enforce limits, but the most effective approach combines technology with active parental involvement. By prioritizing sleep and creating a balanced daily schedule, parents can support their child's overall well-being and long-term health. A sleep-friendly environment is essential for combating the negative effects of phone use before bed. One of the most effective strategies is reducing exposure to artificial light, particularly in the hour leading up to sleep. Dimming overhead lights and using warm, toned lamps can signal to the brain that it's time to wind down. Blackout curtains or eye masks can also help block out external light sources, further promoting melatonin production. These small adjustments create an atmosphere conducive to relaxation, making it easier to fall asleep naturally. Establishing consistent bedtime rituals is another critical component. Engaging in calming activities, such as reading a physical book, practicing gentle stretches, or listening to soothing music, can replace the habit of scrolling through a phone. These routines help the mind and body transition from wakefulness to sleep. Avoiding stimulating content, like news or social media, is equally important, as it prevents the brain from becoming overly active. Over time, these rituals train the body to recognize bedtime, improving sleep onset and overall quality. Replacing phones with traditional alarm clocks is a practical solution to minimize nighttime screen exposure. Many people rely on their phones for alarms, but this often leads to unnecessary screen time right before sleep or upon waking. A standalone alarm clock eliminates this temptation, reducing the risk of melatonin disruption. Additionally, keeping phones out of the bedroom entirely can help reinforce boundaries between daytime activity and nighttime rest. By prioritizing a screen-free sleep space, individuals can foster healthier sleep habits and wake up feeling more refreshed and energized. Relaxation techniques, such as deep breathing exercises or meditation, can further enhance the sleep environment. These practices lower stress levels and quiet the mind, counteracting the overstimulation caused by screens. Apps designed for sleep meditation can be useful, but they should be used earlier in the evening to avoid blue light exposure. Pairing these techniques with a comfortable mattress and cool room temperature creates an optimal setting for restorative sleep. Over time, these habits contribute to long-term improvements in both sleep and overall well-being.